Qurban Ali says he feels completely alone. He came back to Sultankot in the southern Sindh province after the water receded. But his home is gone, and no one ever came to help him and his family pick up the pieces of their broken lives.
We have spent all this time fending for ourselves. When I realised that no help was coming, I started doing daily wage labour to support the family. No one has given us any help so far. Officials came, but they pay no attention to the poor people.
His wife hopes she can earn a little money by selling a patchwork blanket. He hopes a few handmade bird cages might help fill his children's stomachs. But it's not much of a future. Qurban Ali is 60 years old, and he has nowhere else to go. Pakistan's flood survivors are unprepared for what might come next. The UN says a worst-case scenario this year could see 5 million people, maybe even more, affected by flooding. Across the country, people are blaming their government for forgetting about them. But here, in the wealthier Punjab province, some have taken matters into their own hands.
Last year there was so much water we had to flee this area. Our houses were destroyed and we lost everything. Now we're putting things onto platforms, but we're scared the water will come back. We're trying to save whatever we have left.
For many of the country's poorest, adversity is a way of life. And people are trying to make things better, but the situation is fragile. Much of the country still doesn't have an early warning system. Infrastructure like river embankments and protection walls were washed away by last year's floods, and they're still down. If everyone's worst fears are realized, small towns and villages like these could disappear. Zein, Basravi, Al Jazeera.